Do you find it difficult to remember what you're meant to be doing and then even lack the oomph to do it and then can't concentrate? Feeling drained before you've even got halfway through the day and then pushing yourself to focus is hard work, not least a bit worrying. Keeping your energy levels steady throughout the day to optimize what you've set out to do can just feel like you're fighting for normal performance. So let's get to the bottom of this and you can work out which one of these possibilities that I'm going to cover might resonate with you. A few marginal changes here and there can make a big difference to your energy levels and therefore enthusiasm to conquer or even just complete what you want to do. There are 4 parts that I'm going to cover in this: sleep, blood sugar levels, adrenal exhaustion, vitamin and mineral deficiency, and for females a hormonal question. But those are just the headings and there'll be a lot more information in each one. When I start working with someone, I always ask them about their energy levels throughout the day. And once I have a clearer idea of their eating habits, I have more indication as to what other issues might be going on. Getting your blood sugar levels to be steady throughout the day is a great start. But let's say you start the day with a coffee and then a bowl of cereal, and then at lunchtime you have quite a healthy sandwich with some salad. On the graph, you can see that that would have a peak and a trough and a repeated peak and trough and then an energy slump in the afternoon. The optimal level would look like a gentle range of mounds like that rather than the Dolomites or the Himalayas. The best and simplest way to normalize this is to have protein with every meal and snack. So for instance, you have porridge in the morning, you need to add some ground nuts. If you have fruit salad, you need to add some seeds, or you have an egg. Protein is going to keep your energy levels steady throughout the day, and it's also releasing leptin, the hormone that gives like an appetite suppressant and lets you know that you've eaten enough and reduces cravings. Goes without saying that the stimulants like coffee, sugar and starchy carbs are going to give you a peak of energy and then a big drop afterwards. So start trying to omit those foods if you want to get your zest back. Now, when we push, keep driving ourselves and stay wired and override all signals of fatigue, we tap into our adrenals. And that chronic stress creates tired adrenals over time. That's a really tough one to back out of if you're used to going at speed. Now, you can stay in this hyper state for quite a long time. You can feel like you're Superman and get it all done. And then one day, there's nothing left. You're all out. And now you're in a hypo state. Obviously, this is good to catch way before you get to that state, so be firm with yourself. If you're feeling hurried and nervous through much of the day, or if you're feeling tired as soon as you feel slightly anxious, chances are you have pre-somatic adrenal fatigue. Now, this needs to be supported with rest and consuming more good cholesterol. Now, it isn't uncommon that vegans are actually rather high in cholesterol, and that's because there's not enough in their diet, so their liver has to produce more of it, but then they actually test as high cholesterol. The best way to win this over is by boiling up some eggs and just eating the yolk on an empty stomach every morning. If you eat the white bit with it, the cholesterol cannot be absorbed, so just the yolk. You could also try adding maca to your days. If you're struggling with fatigue in the evening and have a pale complexion, maybe brittle nails, possibly even losing a little bit of hair, it could be that you're depleted in iron. Now, it's not uncommon again for vegan or vegetarians to be lacking in iron. The best sources of iron can be found in oysters, organ meat, beans and spinach. A lack of magnesium can often be displayed by having an afternoon slump, maybe twitching eyelids, a tense face, also a tense lower back, maybe cramp in the lower body, even an irregular heartbeat, which all sounds really serious, but it can be supported with dark greens, beans and spinach again. Another one to consider are the B vitamins. Fatigue can pop up if you're lacking B3 and B12. Now, these can present themselves in poor sleep, stomach disorders, dry and scaling skin and memory. B3 can be found in chicken, tuna, liver and turkey, and B12 can be found in meat, fish, cheese and eggs. While we're looking for these reasons as to why you might feel tired throughout the day, the obvious one is, are you sleeping enough? I mean, really, are you? We need 8 hours, but actually going to bed, it takes a while to fall asleep, and then you set an alarm to wake up. So make sure there's a good 8 hours of sleep with time allowed to fall asleep. The other one is, are you exercising enough? Are you moving your perfectly engineered body as much as it deserves? And are you getting enough natural light too? Both light and exercise can bring bounds more energy. The former warm-up by triggering a positive response in your vision and therefore nervous system. And exercise creates more mitochondria, the very essence of energy conversion. This is an easy one to get straight away and makes an instant difference to your energy levels. Depending where you're at with your fitness, you could go out and do some high intensity exercise, a little blast, a slow down, over 10 minutes or so. But if you're truly exhausted, just a stroll outside will still boost your energy levels without draining you. But let's say you've got everything in place, your minerals, your vitamins, your sleep, your lifestyle, your exercise, but you're still getting a slump of energy just before midday. Now, this isn't uncommon in middle-aged females. What happens is that with the high levels of stress that we've accumulated over life, it actually blocks the progesterone levels. And when you have lower progesterone levels, the estrogen becomes more dominant. If we have an estrogen dominance, we become more anxious, depressed, tired, loss of libido, memory loss, and headaches. Removing the cause of stress is nice and easy to say, but at least being aware and conscious of it means that you can look for some more support in healthy and natural ways. Stress can be supported with some of the ideas I put in the second section, and that way the progesterone will be unblocked, but then you can boost the progesterone production with boiled eggs, with omega-3, 6 and 9 oils, and maca. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video today, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel as I upload every week. Bye, and I hope to see you in my next video.